XRP is on a skyrocketing path, possibly reaching heights of $1,650 to $2,900 by the end of 2024, so get ready for a financial breakthrough. This is based on a major event, not just sensational talk, the forthcoming launch of an XRP ETF. Imagine this. The same financial behemoth that launched a successful Bitcoin ETF, BlackRock, is applying its knowledge to XRP with an amazing track record. BlackRock's entry into XRP is a game changer, where practically every ETF proposal they submitted has been approved. BlackRock's entry into XRP is a game changer, but hold on, there's more. It's not only BlackRock causing a stir, Grayscale is also entering the fray. Apart from suggesting an XRP ETF, they have included XRP into their crypto portfolio. This underlines XRP's and Ripple Labs' increasing impact in the sphere of cross-border transactions. Greetings, Moneyside family. Welcome back to your preferred center for everything XRP. Let's fast touch base first. I want a little favor from you. Join our fantastic community by smashing that like button, hitting subscribe, and ringing that notification bell. Approaching 60,000 subscribers, we are gearing up for an amazing XRP giveaway. So here's a small warning. Participating in the giveaway is simple. Simply 3 easy actions to follow, so be sure you're tuned in and prepared. Remember to also include a hashtag Moneyside in the comments to guarantee your place in the giveaway. At this time, let's explore the fascinating universe of XRP and find out what's fresh today. Diving deeper into the statistics reveals that BlackRock's track record in ETF approvals is almost perfect. Leading the world in asset management, BlackRock's foray into Web 3.0 and cryptocurrencies marks a turning point in the conventional finance industry's perspective on digital currencies. Their almost perfect approval record for ETFs is proof of their unrivaled knowledge in negotiating the financial market. Keep in mind that BlackRock's ETF approval rate of 99.8% makes them a powerful force in the ETF scene. The main point is to grasp the larger picture. Major financial players like BlackRock and JP Morgan have not only been watching XRP, they have been aggressively collecting it. Reports, including a leaked paper, indicate that these behemoths have put more than 7.5% of their whole wealth into XRP. A recent carefully examined piece even suggested BlackRock was completely abandoning Bitcoin in favor of XRP, therefore indicating a major change in their investment approach. This action suggests a growing interest in XRP, therefore increasing the likelihood of a BlackRock-backed XRP ETF. But this is where it becomes even more interesting. A fresh twist in the XRP story has surfaced. The presence of an XRP ETP, though its creator is unknown, its existence is absolutely vital for an ETF. Though still in the pre-release stage, reports say the XRP ETP has been launched with a value of 0, but ready to be revealed any day now. There's even more. Rumors are flying about a concurrent launch of an XRP ETF, matching the introduction of both the ETP and ETF. This parallel release not only makes sense but also emphasizes fast progress toward the ETF, possibly following just weeks after the launch of a Bitcoin ETF. When we put this into perspective, particularly given Bitcoin's rise to $43,000 even before its ETF launch, XRP's potential is enormous. Once XRP's ETF hits the market, we are discussing a possible explosion in value, rising to $1,650 or perhaps $2,500. Alright, listen to me, since this isn't as far-fetched as it may seem. Already launched, the XRP ETP is directly opening the path to an XRP ETF in only a few weeks. Many are unaware that Fidelity, a financial powerhouse, has officially published the exchange-traded product for XRP. This means a quick shift toward the launch of an XRP ETF, expected to get U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission approval very soon. Indeed, only yesterday we talked about a newly released piece. Based on a leaked report from none other than BlackRock, it indicated an XRP ETF might be just around the corner. This leak suggested an upcoming XRP ETF filing. A leading BlackRock analyst publicly commented to add to this enthusiasm, verifying the start of a BlackRock ETF, especially for XRP. They even mentioned the iShares XRP Trust in connection with an ATF application. Originally doubtful, I checked this myself, and lo and behold, it's right there on the Delaware list of companies' website. This development is a game changer, and it reveals how near we are to witnessing a seismic change in XRP's market presence, possibly reflecting or even exceeding the changes we have observed with Bitcoin's ETF. Recent studies have highlighted a major crypto world development, a clear sign of institutional involvement in cryptocurrency. Both BlackRock and JP Morgan have purchased more than 7.5 million XRP, not only by accumulating XRP but also by using the XRP ledger in their operations. BlackRock is spearheading the charge. Most especially, he is moving forward with the public release of an XRP ETF. Considering BlackRock's almost perfect track record with ETF approvals, the probability of the XRP ETF receiving the green light is really high. The effect of an XRP ETF on its value cannot be overstated. A target price of $9,831 for XRP seems ambitious, but given all the important events scheduled, it begins to make sense. Consider it. XRP is set to be a major player, especially when you consider the incredible sums involved handling global debt transactions. Driven mostly by the ISDA, we're talking about $1.80 to $1.3 quadrillion possibly flowing through the XRP ledger. Include the participation of the BRICS countries, including Saudi Arabia, all of whom are incorporating the XRP ledger into their systems, and the Republic of Palau building its central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger. This situation is a classic example of high volume, high demand and low supply, which logically suggests a rising value per XRP coin. So a subject that's been buzzing around recently is this. Many believe my hope for XRP is only a daydream. Perhaps they are correct then. That said, I contend, embracing this hopium is what drives me. I'm rolling it up into a huge one, lighting it up, and taking a deep breath. That's rather strong. Hope is something I really believe in, especially when times are difficult and you're hanging on. It's a lifeline. That's perfectly acceptable if you believe hope is all just wishful thinking. I don't consider that a negative. Let's support one another. That's my motto. Anything less just seems like tossing tokens into a vacuum, which is not what we are about. We are here to remain optimistic. And speaking of positivity, I enjoy the interesting debates and provocative ideas from all of you. It really makes the mind work. One intriguing issue brought up was regarding XRP and organizations. They don't really have to purchase XRP. One may also consider leasing. Now that's a thought worth considering, don't you agree? A curious idea thus came to me. What would happen if XRP were being bought only by retail investors? I looked into this and even inquired with ChatGPT on the SWIFT system's daily transaction volume. The astonishing response was more than $7 trillion. This is only international trade, not the derivatives market, which is in the quadrillions, nor smart contracts, NFTs, or tokenized assets like real estate. Now picture XRP's possible participation in all these fields, but let's focus on only international trade, the domain where SWIFT runs. Let's say XRP, with its 1,700 links, and indeed, Ripple and XRP have truly raised a high standard here to manage only $3 trillion of it daily. That would imply the system has to maintain $3 trillion inside it for that day. This situation might maybe drive XRP's value to more than $1.50 per token. Therefore it is obvious, value is sure to increase.